One more turn of the Great Strategy Games. Today, back into Gary Grigsby's War in the East 2. This is our play by email. No, it's not. It's our Let's Play against the Soviet AI. I was just playing some War in the Pacific, so I'm thinking play by email. If the AI starts emailing me, I'm going to alert the authorities. Anyway, hey, Sarge the Rager. Always first in nowadays, Sarge. What's going on? How are you? Yeah, well, it's early some places, indeed. Well, I guess wherever you are, it's earlier than during the week. Hey, Peter, what's up, Peter? Hey, Nord, how are you? Yes, you're talking about the reserve box. You can put them on refit in the reserve box and they'll get like double priority. My understanding is, in the reserve box, they already get some priority to replacements. But if you put them on refit in the reserve box, they certainly do. Now, we could think of the idea of since we're not, or at least last turn, we didn't seem to get a whole lot of buildup in the reserve box, is taking one unit or two units that we really want to get back out on the map, putting them on refit so they get kind of a double priority and, getting them out there and then just cycling that as we go on. So maybe it's an idea. Hey Nord, yep, good to see you, man. How you doing? We can't have everything on refit. We've run into that problem before, haven't we? We certainly have. Thank you guys. That Ardennes offensive video has been really popular. So I'm glad that people are interested in that. I'll continue cranking those out. I've already got the second episode almost done. Um, I did some of that this morning. It's a great game. That system's great. It's a great designer, developer, the guy that does those games. Really well thought out. It's very, I don't want to say it's easy to learn. It's not easy to learn, but it makes sense once you kind of get your arms around it. And I would say somewhat of a simple system that has a lot under the hood. I mean, there's a big algorithm that goes into everything, whether it be line of sight or different modifiers. There's a modifier for everything. It reminds me of the great board games, but it does more, of course, as you can only do on a computer, just the number of calculations that go into it. If you were trying to do that with your buddy in his grandma's basement, uh, that wouldn't you wouldn't be able to do it. Let me say that that algorithm. I mean, unless you guys both work for NASA. What's up, Mr. Bosco? How are you? Thank you. I'm glad you're pulling for me. I think half this group is hoping that I get curb stomped, but we're gonna win this game. We'll see. I'm serious today. Whenever I've got the hat on, I'm either serious or I was too lazy to get up and take a shower before the stream. So that often happens on weekends. Hi, Russell. How's it going so far? Well, it's a tale. It's a very long tale. Dostoevsky should have written this. Certainly, it has had its ups and downs. I'll just leave it there, and I'll let you watch the other 235 episodes. Sure, why not? Well, hello there, Denmark. What's up, Michael? How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Okay, we're at the 4 minute mark. That's when I like to get going. Now, last time we had, just turned the turn, so we went down the Narva line. We built some fortifications here in case we have to drop back. It'll just give us a little something to drop back into if that happens. Um, Nothing to do here. Now, we had this situation in and around Pskov, and I looked at it and looked at it. I think ultimately the move is to take this unit and put it here, leave this triple stacked. If the AI moves in, well, I said when the AI moves in here, we're going to have to try to knock it out of here. And that may take bringing another unit up here, maybe one of the other mech cores. I mean, this is about the most important spot on the map right now. So we may bring something up here, maybe another infantry, so on and so forth. We've got to keep him out of being surrounding us in 4 hexes. I think the Finns can withstand one turn of getting attacked that way, but if these guys get routed out of Pskov, we're in big trouble up here. Could we get this back within 10 turns? I don't know that we have enough strength to do that. So we got to try to hold it on the defense. I don't really know what else to do. This unit's not going to get there. This unit is fairly weak. And if he blows this out and comes through here, we're done for anyway. So I think the right move is to move here, double stack that, take this guy, move him back into the light woods with this Luftwaffe field division. Now I do give up a fort level of 1, but if we hover over this, it's only 6% towards a level 2. We're not going to get to a level 2 before we'd be attacked. And you can see he's coming in strength right here. He's also got a tank core there. He's got quite a bit of strength. I mean, look, he's got more strength than we do. And we've got to try to play a chess match here of which hexes we're trying to defend, which ones we're not. I don't want to move backwards. I don't want to fatigue the troops. I want them to build fort levels. But in a situation like this, when they're just going to get blown away, we've kind of got to move back a little bit and get into more defensive territory like the light woods. At least that gives us a little defensive bonus. As we move down here, this unit is okay. I mean, for us, it's got 60% ready TOE. I mean, for us at this point, that looks like gold. 31%. So we may drop this unit back, although this unit's not much better. 42%. We probably should keep them double stacked. Palesia is not in good shape. But as we get down here, we do have this motorized unit that can move up into this area if I can get enough back here, or around here, I should say, to make that possible. So we've got this motorized unit. Now this one can't get as far, but I could move him up into this area if I can get other stuff here. We've also got a Panzer division that can kind of scoot around if we could do certain things. All right, let's talk about the guys we need to send back right here on the rail line. I put them on the rail line so we could send them back to the reserves, and let's do it. I mean, he's got 2,400 men. That, I mean, there's no reason to keep that on the map. Same thing with this, 2,400 men. These guys just got mauled, and last turn I put them on this major rail line so we could send them all back to the reserves. Now we're going to have some extra corps headquarters, but we may actually need them. So I'm going to wait until I send them back to the reserves just to take guys off the map so we get more supply to other things. Transfer unit. So back, I mean, we're going to have 10 divisions back in the reserves, but that's okay. I mean, they can rest up a little bit, be a little stronger when they come back out. How much stronger, I don't know, because ultimately, uh, there's a yin and yang here, right? They're going to be taking replacements away from things that are on the map. But they already were going to do that from just being alive, just being out here and being a counter. They will take more being in the reserves, but I think that it's just the right play to put them out or back there. I don't think they're going to rebuild out here, and so what's the point, really? Okay, so we have 3 corps headquarters out here. Now he is commanding something, including this unit over here, but this is one of our better units over here, so I probably will leave that there, and we may move another corps headquarters out here, or somebody that has a light command will give this unit to, and then this corps headquarters has got this unit, which is also in bad shape. I left him here just stacked with the Panzer division, so when it gets attacked, usually in my experience, the infantry blunts the losses of tanks you would take. I always like to have panzer divisions in a defense when they're in a defensive mode. I like to have them stacked with infantry because it seems to really blunt the number of tanks you would lose. Now you may say, well, that's kind of obvious, right? I mean, the more men you have there, they get shot instead of the tanks. Exactly. I mean, I guess that both things are saying the same thing. Um, Hey, what's up, Anthony? How are you? Good to see you, bud. Uh, Yep, Peskov will be gone for good if we abandon it. I agree, Big Head. Good to see you, bud. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna give it up. Um, I hear what you're saying. We could pull back and then come in force. But if, I would rather try to keep this defensive bonus than to attack into it if we can. If we can. Now, maybe we can't. I mean, we may get to a point where it's untenable, but for now, I would like to try to do that. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. He got knocked. Ernst Hell got knocked back. He got, gosh darn it, Ernst. Um, Okay, we'll have to move him down or over here. This is starting to get really, this second army part here, what corps is this? 12th Corps is really getting kind of mauled up in this area. We're going to have to scoot some things around, but I think we can. But we're going to start right here by Smolensk, and we're going to see how far back we can get. We can get to here, okay? So let's just kind of put a marker there. Let's get right down on it. So what is this? Liazno? Liazno? Sure, Liazno, I'm going to call it, uh, is here. These units can get to Liazno. All right. How far can these guys get? Well, they can get up and around here a little bit, but we would start to get squeezed then. I'm trying to keep this 3 wide if we can. These units can get back past Liozno by a hex. These units can get to Liozno. Now we could make our defense, here's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we can just drop these guys here, um, and keep this 3. I just don't want to drop back too far too fast and lose anything. I was very worried about losing these divisions. We just can't afford to do that at this point. And we kept, we made it possible to get them out of here. Possible. But we can't get too ahead of ourselves here. All right, so we've got this unit. If we decide, we got to decide where do we want to try to stay 3 wide. Do we want to do it? Let's get off that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Or do we want to do 1, 2, 3? Well, I think it makes more sense to do it a little southerly, right? Because up here we've got kind of worse terrain. We've got some enemy units already here, and we're trying to thread the eye of the needle here. So I think what we'll do, and let's look at this: 79, 95, 12, 97. Okay, he can only go to here though. Now see, that's the problem, is these units can only go to here. Well, that's going to start to compress us a little bit. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually I think that works. So let's move these guys back. If they go there, he goes to Liozno. All right, let's bring him. Let's bring them there. All right, and we'll get these guys out. I'm just gonna take this really quickly and kind of, I don't want to say necessarily get out of the way, but that's kind of what I'm doing. Let's take this unit and just go to there for a moment. And then, yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. Now, these guys can go here and here. Okay, and I'm going to probably want to get them in the same command, but we'll work on that in a minute. He can't go any further. This guy can get all the way out, though, and he's pretty badly mauled. Then we have these units that can come down here and help here. 14,000, 9,000, 6,000. He should probably get out of here as well. He can back up 1. Or more, because these guys can back up a little bit. So I've got all the headquarters here. These guys have more movement points. So here's going to be the line. All right. And these headquarters, again, I kind of need to get them out of here. Let's move him down here, actually. And then the yellow, he's got these guys, but we're going to move these guys back. So let's put the headquarters right there for now. Um, this guy that's got 5,000, let's really get him out of here. I'll put him in the swamp. How about that? Let's put him down here in the swamp. And we'll also change his command here in a minute. Yeah, okay, we'll leave him in the swamp. Uh, this guy, this guy, this. We need to protect against this. What's he got? 9,700 men, 12. Sorry, I'm not trying to give you whiplash here with all these, moving this around. Um, these guys can drop back to. Now, again, I want to keep this 3 wide, so I need these hexes, well, these hexes up to here. This would keep it 3 wide if I go here. So, let's put these guys there. I just want to make sure I don't screw this up. Yeah, let's put these 3 there. Okay. Let's take the gold guys and we'll just kind of try to get them out of here a little bit. They could go back to here. They could go there. Got 2 of these. Well, let's keep it as wide as we can. I mean, really, this unit needs to get the heck out. Actually, I'm going to undo that. Let's have him go there on top of their headquarters. And then we'll have this guy that's got a little bit of strength sit there. All right, so we're 3 wide, still like that. This unit, I'm actually going to move down. Oh, I can bring these guys here, including this Sturm division. And then the headquarters, I can get all of these guys out of here. Okay, let's do that. So back he goes there. Back this goes there. This unit is going to come all the way around to here, I think, or I could put him there. These guys are okay. They should be able to handle that, I think. Um, and then we would still be 3 wide as we get through here. So I'm going to put him down there, and then oh, I see. So the motorized, I can put. He's got 13,000 men. Oh, and I also have an infantry division here. So let's go there, and then this motorized, we can move down to, let's say, there, and this motorized we can get cooking. Uh, Now he's in bad shape, I get that, but at least he's something that can stand behind here. I think I'll just put him, let's say, like right there. Okay. Well, our retreat is in full effect. Let's get this headquarters back a little bit. For now, I'm just going to set him there. This headquarters, for now, I'll set him there, and I'm going to work on some of these headquarters and who they're commanding in a minute. That gets out. Now we have this infantry that's actually in fairly decent shape. Um, let's set him in the woods back here. Okay, and let's take this Panzer division and get him rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. This needs help. We have a big gap here. Ooh, these guys are in bad shape. This infantry here, all 3 of these are in pretty bad shape, really. We've got this Panzer division. He could fall back there. All right, this Panzer division can get down the way, and this is where we need them, is back over here. I'm trying to get all of this out. We've also got this motorized division. He's got more movement points, so actually he's the one maybe we should move. We could put him in these light woods here, or I could bring him all the way here, which allows me to scoot some things around. If I brought him there, You know what we could do? Actually, this guy is in command, 15,000. Let's hit this cavalry really quickly. What else do I have here? 58. Yeah, he's not in great shape. Let's hit this and try to knock it out of here. We do that. Ooh, nice. That's what we needed. 42 men we lost, one gun. Soviets lose almost 5,000 men, 62 guns, and 10 AFVs. Well, we'll certainly take that. Um, as you can see, when we get a lot of this back here, we're going to be in so much nicer shape than than we currently sit. What is he in? Oops, continue. That's in the Lightwoods. All right, I'm going to think about that for a minute. Let's go back here. Just make sure we have this set up. The 290th is in pretty good shape, relatively speaking. 70 readiness, uh, almost 15,000 men, 9,000, 6,000. That's a fairly strong stack for us at this point in the game. These guys, we've got the 260th in here that's fairly strong. That looks good. These guys down here, we've got nearly 25,000 men so that they don't constrict us there, I hope. Okay, we've got this Panzer division that can roll out. He can go somewhere. He can do something. Um, but what? This 61. I'd like to move this Panzer division and this motorized, but I don't think I can get away with moving them both. Although I do have this motorized back here. What are we sitting in? Oh, this is Vitebsk. Okay, well, we don't want to just give that up this turn because it's very defensible, obviously. So what I'm going to do, though, don't want him to crash through here either. This guy maybe should have gone up here, but I'll deal with that in a second. Um, all right, I am going to move this, at least this motorized out, and I'm going to go put him right here, or I could put him down here. We need help in both places, obviously. This Panzer division might be able to move as well. Just got a lot of options here. Um, Actually, I'm going to do this. Let's take this Panzer division down here to the south. And I'm just going to set him, let's say, right there and put him on reserve maybe because I'm going to try to knock this out, or I kind of have to. Now, these guys are in terrible shape, and I do understand that. We've got 10,000 men there. Let's move this into the light woods there, and I'm going to attack this rocket division. Is that a division? Yeah, it's a division. Let's hit that and see what happens. Oh, he went the wrong way. Damn, I hate when that happens. Okay, and then we're going to put these guys in the rough. He'll have 0 movement points there. Does he have an attack left? He does not. Now, this is in terrible shape, and I guess we could isolate it, but I really need double stacking going on most places. He's in the clear. I'd rather him be in the light woods or the rough. He is in the swamp, but he's only got 5,400 men. I could start to hinge back out of here too. These guys are in a little bit better shape. I could use this unit to come around over here as well and leave a little bit of a gap there. I don't think he could shoot that gap with the motorized right behind it anyway. I think I'm going to do that. Let's bring this guy around to here or here. We've got tank cores out here. We've got a lot going on there as well. This Panzer division, I feel like, can get out of here. Let's take the Panzer division and put him down here on this road. I could stack there. That's also clear. Light woods. I could also hit this very quickly. Sorry, a lot of options here. Okay, we're 1, 2, 3 across there. We're going to keep this the same. These guys can't move anymore. We've got headquarters there. We've got this with a Luftwaffe field division. So this area right here is weak. All right, good to know. The Luftwaffe field divisions, we could start to scoot this back a little bit, but I want to keep it 3 wide. I guess I'm going to keep those guys there. He's going to stay there. He's going to stay there. They're going to stay there. This unit can move, but I want to put him in Vitebsk. So the motorized is the next thing to move. Let's take the motorized and put it here, 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 here. How about there? Oh, I have a Panzer division there as well. Um, Sorry, I hate when I do this on a stream. It's why it's hard to play a game like this streaming sometimes because you want to like look this over a million times. These guys are in bad shape. Yeah, I think we got to put this motorized, let's say like here, here. I'm going to put him right there. All right, so there he goes. And just to block this from, anything from coming through there, these guys for the most part will stay here. This Panzer division, though, there we go. This Panzer division, though, can come down here and help as well. Let's say to there. Now he's not in very good shape, but he could come stack here. What is this clear? I think I already said that. Let's do that. Let's move him down there. Um, let's move this infantry here, 6,200. These guys are both in awful shape. I need to move something into this and get these guys out of here. We could put them in the swamp. We could also put them in Vitebsk. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to move this Panzer division over. Is this a clear hex? Stack that there. Then I've got infantry there. I'll put another infantry there. And let's get the 6th Corps under Weiss moving out a little bit. What else could go there? Anything? Not you. These guys can't get back there. Motorized can move in. All right, that's what I wanted. There we go. Now I've got a motorized in there. Perfect. We've got a lot of zone of control here now. This is very weak, but we've got a lot behind it. These headquarters need to keep moving back a little bit. Okay, I'll bring him down there. Very weak. This is weak. This is strong. I could switch a little bit here. Let's do that. Let's put the weaker unit with the stronger unit, and then let's take one of the stronger units and put it with the weaker units. Okay, let's do that. These guys could go there, but I want this to be 3 wide. More headquarters there. He can kind of sit in town by himself. You know what? I'm going to move these guys over here. This gap was bothering me. We also have a gap here, but I don't think he can push through there. We could also have the Panzer division try to hit him here along with the infantry, but I'm going to leave that for second. Okay, that all looks fine. This guy, can he be out by himself? This is a okay strong unit. This infantry could actually move back here one. Okay, that frees up this Panzer Corps. So I've been bringing a lot of stuff over here. I've got a Panzer Division there now. I've got a Panzer Division here. I could bring another Panzer Division, but I think I want that over in this area because I've got so much weakness. This guy needs to get out of here. Let's put him back on the rail because he's going to have to go. There you go. Off you go. This, he's not in great shape, but I'm going to leave him stacked there. This is not good. He's okay, I guess. Not terrible. So let's bring this Panzer division over here on this road. Or I could bring him even further. This is a clear hex. Now it's wet over here, certainly. Infantry, Panzer. Okay. If I bring this over here on the road, or I could stack him with this infantry. I think that's what I'll do. This infantry is not in great shape. Neither is this, really. I guess maybe it's... I want him to help with both of those. Let's just bring him back over here on the road. All right, you can see we're starting to get our panzers out of here a little bit. A little bit, you know, I don't want to oversell it. But, you know, they're dropping back to better locations anyway. Um, I do think I'm going to attack right here just to try to knock this back. I'm showing 4.7 to 0.7. Let's see if we get any joy there. Well, we don't knock him back. 1.6 to 1. Now, you know, we didn't lose much there. 73 men. I'll take that. I'm also going to attack here into the clear, and we just absolutely obliterate that unit. 4709, 49, and 59. So this holds strongly. Uh, we shattered that unit. You could see that was in red. They're having some supply problems down here. This is the hardest place to supply on the map. It's through the heavy woods. You just don't have good places to supply, and it looks like these units are getting a little ragged. Can we send this guy back yet? No. Let's take him off refit. I'm going to send him all the way back to the reserves. So let's put him on unready. This unit, I'm not going to attack. We've got a Panzer here, Panzer division there. Now I wanted to move some of this up and around. And I was hoping to get something here, but I just don't see how to do it. That's a clear hex. He could only move back. That's light woods. I actually want to stack him with the Panzers. We're going to get all the way out of here to this line anyway, kind of along here. So let's actually back him up one and stack him with the Panzer division on the road. Okay, I think that works. Then this guy I'm going to put over in the light woods. Yeah, it's going to have a little bit of a gap, but it strengthens both of those stacks. Now we've got this strong guy out here, 15,000. This is not strong, but we have a Panzer division. The infantry is not, but we have a Panzer division there. Boy, I'm going to have to do a lot of work on the commands this time. There's a lot of things well out of command. Motorized sitting in Vitebsk, but we can fall infantry back there next time. I think for now, I'm going to leave I'm going to leave some of this as is. This guy's going to get isolated. I'm just going to scoot this back one there. He's going to get attacked either way he goes. I can't get him out unless I move that. I can't attack it with that. I can't attack it with that. I could move this infantry, but I still couldn't attack it. Okay. What else do I have? Do I have anything else over here? Hell, even, you know, a kind of a broken unit like that. I could move this infantry, but I'm not going to. That's a level 2. This is a level 2. I should maybe be here. Let's do that, because if he crosses over here, we've got the motorized right there, and I'll actually scoot the motorized up a little bit. We should have good zone of control there. 73, 5,000, 10,000. He can't move again. You know, we're going to get really pushed here, but we're going to drop all of this back here, and eventually the line I envision will probably go through here because we can't go too far back from Minsk, right? These guys are in bad shape, but they're not pushing on them, at least not this turn. 52.87, okay, 67 and 82. They're not in great shape, but now we have this infantry here. Um, and what I'm gonna do, I think, we've also got this all pushing around. Let's back this guy up so they're double stacked there. We'll put the headquarters there. I'm gonna take this Panzer division, put him back in Minsk. Let's do that. Let's take the infantry and move him out to where that was. All right. So now we've got the infantry out there. 6782. We're going to put this guy on reserve. He should help any of these guys. Now, this came up in the comments about reserve. I was complaining. Um, oh, just reading through some comments. It came up last time about I was complaining about things on reserve being committed, and there was a good comment last time by Frago. And absolutely right, all of that directly from the rule book, which is they need to have movement points left, right? They need to have enough movement points to help. So we shouldn't have a problem there. It helps when it's like core, it's in their core, it would help. So just, things to keep in mind is you want them generally to be like cores because that'll help out. Also, need to have a decent commander because the commander has to pass the dice roll. Here we have Hans Hube, so I mean we can't do much better than that. 5889, 3259, 71. Yeah, I mean, all of this is fairly weak, but if we can just keep this three wide, we can get all of this out of here. So this is actually going to be a much better uh, retreat than the retreats we've been retreating. We've got nothing that right now anyway has to move hex by hex. We've got it three wide here, three wide there, four wide. Now there's a little gap here, but we've got a motorized here. He shouldn't be able to move too far through that. I think I'll take this headquarters and put him there on top of that motorized. Actually, I'm not going to do that. That motorized is pretty weak, but we should be okay, I think. These guys are kind of in the middle here. They could certainly come around. Tell you what, why don't I do that? Why don't I bring this guy all the way down here? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to bring him there, and then this guy can double stack there. So we got double stack, double stack. We got a double stack here. We got motorized behind them. This should work just fine. We got Panzer here. Um, these guys are all very weak, but I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about that. Let's move him back. What is his deal? Okay, so this guy looks like he's a little low on supply. I think this is how we're going to set it up this time over here. Now, this needs to go back. Let's look at the rail and see where we should be using our FBD. Well, it doesn't need to go anywhere here, and this depot I don't believe is getting anything, so he's not super depoting here. So we need to get him out of here. Let's take rail off, and let's get him to the rail. This is getting something, so let's make that a super depot. All right, and hopefully we'll get more supply up this way. We've got second part, our third Panzer Army, second Army here, ninth Army, fourth Army, and we've got a lot of headquarters over here. These headquarters are free agents. I may need them, so I'm going to wait. I may need them for some of this stuff, but I actually like how this is kind of set up a little bit. The only thing left to do is to take this motorized and do something with it. We could either put it here. Now he's only got 9,400 men. I wanted to bring it up this way, maybe double stack here or here, there. That's where I need him. I knew there was a place I needed him, and it's right in front of Riga with this Luftwaffe field division. Now I could take the infantry up there. It's going to be in a swamp. 8,700 men. Let's look at their defensive values really quickly. 10 and a 7. Now he's getting a 10. He's sitting in a fort level and he's sitting in light woods. So that's helping. But let's bring the infantry up here. And if they break through there, then we can start trying to scoot the motorized around. I could actually. Okay, we've got a depot there, and I'd like to keep that. We could come here. I don't really want to attack, but we could, kind of keep this not as wide because I don't want these tank cores to go flying through here. Luftwaffe Field Division. Let's back you up and put you here in the woods. What is that? Heavy woods? Light woods. Let's undo that. Let's put him on the road. What is this? Clear swamp. Um, all right. Well, he's going to probably get blown away, but I could put him over here, but I don't want to lose Dagopils if we can help it. So let's put this in Dagopils for now. It's not great, but okay. I'll go back and deal with the commands post episode. All right, these guys down here are the Hungarians. You don't want the Hungarians holding Minsk, but we do have the Panzer Division back here. We should be able to get more infantry around here in the next couple of turns, and I think we've got enough here to hold somewhat. I mean, this is tough terrain for him to come through, tough to supply. So I'm just going to leave that as is. These guys just love to get out here in the swamp and build railway where we don't really need it. Hungarians, they're built. Look at that. These guys build their fortifications. I like it. Got Luftwaffe Field Division back here. Okay. Hungarian Light. He did not build up. Can I send him back to the reserves? No. Not from here, anyway. What's our rail situation out here? Oh, there we go. All right, where's that rail unit that we have over here? Somewhere. Somewhere there's a rail unit. So we moved the one in the north. Thought there was one kind of in this area. Where did he? Ah, there we go. Okay. Um, so we need to build out there. We also could build here. Let's repair that. Oops, let's turn it to movement points. Um, it's not going to do us any good to repair that until we repair this. So let's repair that, that, that. Now we'll turn right back around. And next turn we'll get this. Then we'll go up here and get that. And also maybe make this a super depot or this a super depot. All right, so I've got the Hungarians set up, I guess, kind of the way I want them. 7,000 men, 11,000, 10,000, 12,000 total, 12,000. Okay, sure. Why not? Now then, we're trying to protect Rovno here. It seems that the Soviets are a little overextended. They're moving a little slower out here. I'm sure that they're freight situation's not great. This is a good unit. He's digging in. I'm going to take him off refit, obviously, and I'm going to go back and check all that after the episode. This guy is on refit. He does not need to be on refit. He got totally rebuilt, as did this unit. Well, that's exciting. We're ready in Robno. Now I can move one of these out into this hex. This is clear. That is clear. Now, question whether we should try to hold Rob. No, I guess I think we should. I think we need to make our stand right here. What else do I have back here? These guys, 7,600. I mean, I've seen worse. We've certainly had worse. Why don't we? I guess we could put these guys behind the Hungarians, like on reserve or something. I'm going to think about that. Those units don't look terrible. They're at half strength, but I mean, they're not unready, at least. I'll put them on ready. Could I put them in the reserves? Yeah, I could put them in the reserves if we needed or wanted to. All right, well, let's start moving these guys around. If we put it on defensiveness, what do we get? 68 total, 29 for that guy, 39 for this guy. So let's take the 39 out of town, leave the 29 there. We've got this as a super depot. Does that make sense? Right here on the front? Maybe, maybe not. We probably need to build another depot up this way. What's Lutsk look like? No rail yard. Um, he does have a rail yard just along the way here. I'm going to look at the depot situation later as well. Okay, so we moved him. Now this is rough. We want to stay in a rough hex if we can. So we'll move this down. Now the next guy can go here into the rough. Now this unit, clear, that's rough. We know that. That's rough. This unit's not great. But I think we can double stack. So let's bring this down. How about there? And then we'll bring him up there, double stacked. So that all gets a little bit stronger. Near Tarnopol, we have this unit. We have a Panzer division back here and infantry. We could probably leave the Panzer division just here by itself in Tarnopol. 11,000, 7,000. Okay, that unit's not very good. So let's do this. Let's switch places. Put this guy in town. Okay, that gives the Panzer Division a little defense. Now we have this. What do we have back here? Headquarters, all headquarters. Okay. That depot looks pretty good. I mean, we're getting quite a bit in here. I could back this out of here and make that a super depot, but Rovno is actually getting quite a bit. Okay, I like that fine. We'll leave that as is. This guy's down here, decent unit. I probably want to scoot him forward one. He's got a level 1 fort now. How close is he to a level 2? Not close. Because I don't want him getting up into this area. I am going to move him forward one. They're both clear hexes. This unit doesn't look great, doesn't look terrible, certainly. This is in the light woods, and we've got a depot there. I like that. We'll keep that the same. As we move down here, then we've got this infantry. He looks fine. This guy's in the rough. He looks pretty good. Netherlands 386th motorized is out here. This I may probably want to maybe switch here. Clear. If I move this he's actually looks pretty good. This we finally got this depot built, so it'll we've got also we're getting directly into this town here. What is this? Lipkani. We're getting directly into there now. We've got this as a problem. So we've got the Netherlands motorized. I really would like to move him up, kind of in this area, just to be what would be the best way to call it? Just to put out fires. I could also bring him down here to put out fires. Maybe that makes more sense. I think I'm going to put him like right there. Now we're getting into Romania, right? The motorized, why is he in such bad shape? 87, 88. He only got 25% supply this time. The Panzer division, quite strong. I think we can hold really well there. We've got infantry that's okay and a Panzer division. I do not want to attack that. Not really. These guys built up a little bit last time. Um, is this clear hex? 8,300, 6,100. Motorized can move around. Infantry. I mean, we've held here fairly well. Why don't we do this too? Some of these guys we want to take back to the reserves. They're just in pretty bad shape. Fifth Jaeger, sure. I mean, if we had a bunch of stuff in the pool, we'd be sitting all right because we've got a whole damn army back in the reserves. First Mountain Division, off he goes. This division's actually not terrible now, 93, 69. Some of this rebuilt down here, 65 and 67. And this guy rebuilt a little bit, 48, but he's got a, half a division of men. All of this here. What about you, buddy? 65. That's not good. Headquarters. Okay. What about these guys over here? 122nd ID. This. Why can't they get out of here? Disband. Nope, we're not disbanding anymore. Or merging. You guys really hate the merge. We could merge one of these guys, but I don't want to. I'm not sure if I want to catch your ire like that. We could move these guys over to the rail. Can the Italians get out? Or any of these other guys get out? No. This railway, for whatever reason, we're not able to get these guys out of here. Supply, motorize. Okay, well, as I like to say, it is what it is. Let's move this over here. 57, 52, 67. They seem to be rebuilding over here. And I know why. I know why. Hold on. Hold the phone. I brought this out here because these hexes are not rebuilt. Uh, but this hex is on the rail. Can I now get him back into the reserves? Yes, transfer unit. That's fine. I brought these two over here. Maybe they'll rebuild a little bit there, and I can leave them on the map. So now, if he takes... Dude, come on. 13. He's unready. All right, we got to move him up on the rail. One hex, I think. Transfer unit. There we go. Axis reserves. I think I'll take these two. Let's put them there. Transfer unit. Axis reserves. Well, back in 41, 42, you guys wanted me to put a lot back in the reserves. Now we are finally midway through January of 1943. Axis reserves. Sure, I'll send this guy back too, since I kept a couple around. This makes the turns go a lot faster when your whole damn army's in the reserves. Okay, I'll mess around with this stuff later. We've got some things that are out of command. This is now on the rail. He's better. I'm going to put him back up here somewhere. I don't know where. Let's see the supply situation. So this infantry, 42%, 73% bullets. The motorized did get 100% and 93, 93. Now remember, the Panzer Corps are on a priority 3. The infantry's on a priority 2. He got 66 and 82, and I may need to change that, but I just wanted to point that out. These two guys, 52 and 72 on the food and the bullets, 48 and 66. Okay, let's go over to the Crimea and see what our situation is over here. Did this guy get food? Nope. Wow, does that hurt? We got very little in here. We got nothing came to Odessa. That's fine because I do believe we're getting freighted. Let's hit 8. We're getting freighted out here by everything through here. Now we are using some trucks, but it's not like it's a half a map away. We got port supply in at these locations. And then we only supplied 2 units up here. Good Lord Almighty. What did we get in here? Received 2,071 tons. Stored, sent out. We sent out 2,100. Well, shoot, gents. And these didn't get. Well, it's going to take a turn. Damage rail yard 100. We need some construction units out here. Now I've been saying, oh, we could do it with this. Let's assign some. Oh, he's got two construction battalions sitting on top of that. Did this build at all? Yeah, rail yard's fine, but this rail yard's broken. Does he have any construction that he can bring on? No, you dang Italians. But I do have another corps headquarters somewhere. Where the hell is it? Second corps. That could move out here and bring in construction. Let's do that. No, we can't bring them over here because they can't trace back their command. Shoot. Why is he on a supply priority 4? It's actually a really good question. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I got to bump everything up to a 4. The problem is he is on a supply priority 4. Great. Okay, these guys are looking a little stronger, but they're not getting any food. Uh, Neither is this. We're just not getting supply out here. I'm not sure what to do about it. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get as much of it to the reserve as I can, Lucas. Yeah, it is getting up to strength. I totally agree. And that rail yard is at a 100% damage. This one is built though. I mean the rail yard's fine. Um, so hopefully this turn, this logistics phase, it'll start shipping it out here. But the trucks are running out here. They just all happen to go to one stack or two. Oh well, I'm going to look that over. All right, we're going to call that an episode. All in all, when we come back tomorrow, we'll finish this up. It's not taking nearly as long. We'll finish this up. We will turn the turn tomorrow, no matter what. So we are going to turn the turn tomorrow. I'm going to look over a lot of these commands, rail units, anything else we want to move. But all in all, things are looking better, maybe. I don't know. This is a real problem here. That no doubt about that. And the Crimea feels like it's always like one turn away from being a huge problem. Uh, if they break through now, the Soviets have not. Whoops, where's the Crimea? There it is. They have not come with much strength, and they seem. I mean, they're already building fortifications here. They seem somewhat satisfied just to sit here. Uh, these guys have a little food, the Italians. This unit, though, we've got to take it back to a base or something. I mean, these guys are going to starve out. I mean, the TOE looks good. It's just a food thing. I mean, I can't believe they're not showing as unready. And they've got no bullets, which are also somewhat important, I've heard. Some of these units have got to go. They're all unready. We got to get those back and over to Romania. So we'll move all of this next time. We'll look at all this. I'm not inclined to move much of it. I'm sending, a lot back to the reserves, but holding this line. I mean, we're very strong in Odessa. The risk is he's going to break through here somewhere. Where I don't know, but we've got a Panzer division in reserve that can run around. We're also looking a little better out here, although we've got to deal with this unit, and I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. Um, I don't want to move these guys out of the woods. We've got this motorized unit. These guys could drop. But anyway, we'll talk about all of that next time. Thank you guys so much. I will be putting up a new Ardennes offensive video later today. Like I said, that seems like it's been pretty popular. That's great. That's great. It's a great game. You should support it or try it out. If you like this game, he kind of takes this game, John Tiller, and Agiod games and rolls them into one. Now this is down at the brigade level, so it's a little more tactical too. So anyway, um, Be good. Be good. Have a great